I want to make sure that we also talk about estate planning that is not covered by a will. So, a lot of times people forget that there is a very important component of estate planning, which is their assets that go by way of means other than your will. So, for example, account titling. Maybe you have an investment account or, a savings account or something, and it's titled in your name and in somebody else's name. And it can be titled with rights of survivorship. And if it's titled that way, then the person who is the joint owner is going to be the recipient of that account upon your death. It won't go under your will or under your revocable living trust. So it's really important to be aware that there are assets not governed by your will. Same thing with life insurance policies or retirement accounts. Those pay on your death by way of what's called a beneficiary designation. So a beneficiary designation says where those assets go. Also, it's important to understand that certain assets cannot be titled in the name of your revocable living trust, such as your retirement account, your 401k, your IRA. So when you're thinking about what your estate plan looks like and you have a revocable living trust, make sure your beneficiary designation is in place on your retirement accounts. And with respect to your other assets that can be titled in your revocable living trust, they should be, because that's how the trust works. It has to be funded for it to control assets. The assets need to be within that trust. So I want you to be aware that sometimes, why it's important to have an understanding is you got to understand how these components all fit together. So I didn't spend a whole lot of time talking about a revocable living trust. So I'll just take a moment to do so. To clarify, most people understand what a will is. When actually most people think, oh, I need an estate plan, I need a will. It's true, you need a will, but you also need those other documents that I've covered, the living documents. Do you need a revocable living trust in place of a will? It depends on what your situation is. But part of what we're going to be showing here today is how a revocable living trust is not advantageous when it comes to protecting assets against long-term care costs.